All right, here's our last section of Chapter 7. We're going to cover 7.4 and talk about the algebra of functions. So we've talked about single functions and we've evaluated single functions, but what happens if we want to combine two different functions? Maybe we want to add them, subtract them, multiply them, or divide them. Let's talk about what happens when we do that. Let me look at example 1 with you. It says let f of x equal x plus 4 and let g of x equal x squared plus 1. And it's going to ask us now to find f of 2 plus g of 2. And we've seen in the past how to evaluate a single function. Remember, f of 2 means that our independent variable x is really going to be replaced with a 2. So anywhere in my f function, wherever I see an x, I'm going to plug in a 2. So really, I end up getting 2 plus 4. And g of 2 means anywhere I see my independent variable, my x, in my g function, I'm going to plug in a 2 there. So I really have a 2 squared plus 1. What we're going to do now is just simplify. 2 plus 4 is 6. 2 squared is 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. So if f of 2 is 6 and g of 2 is 5, then f of 2 plus g of 2 is really 6 plus 5, or can we say 11? So we can evaluate functions separately, individually, or what we could do is actually do them at the same time. So here are some properties that work anytime I have two functions and I want to combine them. Adding two different functions together would give us kind of the same notation as doing it like this. So f plus g of x really just means f of x plus g of x. Or f minus g of x really just means f of x minus g of x, and so on. So multiplying two functions, I can do them individually and then I can combine them. All right, let's go ahead and do another example to show you those different rules. If you look at example number 2, it says, for f of x, if f of x is x squared minus x, and g of x is x plus 2, let's find the following. So if you look at the first one, it says f plus g of 4. Well, what that really means is we just want to do f of 4 plus g of 4. And we can do them separately and then put them back together. So f of 4 means wherever we see an x in our f function, we're going to plug in our 4. So find your f function, plug in a 4 for x, and all of your x's. You should end up getting a 4 squared minus 4, right? 4 squared is 16. 16 minus 4 is 12. So f of 4 is 12. Now let's do g of 4. In your g function, wherever you see an x, you're going to plug in a 4. So you should end up with a 4 plus 2, which is 6. And so 12 plus 6, f of 4 plus g of 4 is really 18. So f plus g of 4 is 18. It would mean the same thing. All right, go ahead and practice a few of those, and then we'll catch up with the rest of example 2 in the next video.